Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. No, I get so forgetful when I look in your eye. Now she's walking backward through a parade, and I'm stuck in the shadow, blocking the shade. There ain't no way to sweep up the mess that we made. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn to stone in hospitals and funeral homes. And when the fall rises, somebody sighs who is not in disguise anymore. There's nothing to keep you. It starts at the bottom, it comes from above, like pieces of a puzzle, like a hand in a glove. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn to stone at hospitals and funeral homes. And when the tide rises, somebody sinks and is gone in the blink of an eye. Somebody sinks and is gone in the blink of an eye.
What are you doing in there? Let me get you out here. So, welcome to my humble abode. If you couldn't tell from that intro and that montage, I just recently moved, and this is kind of my video on how I got here. And out of all places that I moved to Ohio. Now, I'll get to why I picked Ohio, but before I get there, I wanted to show you some of the things that my friends gave me as welcoming gifts to my new place. So, let's start with the first one. So this is actually a 3D print of Marcus Aurelius. But what I love about it is the details. So I don't know if you can see them in here, but this is actually a special material that mimics marble, and it's got these like little specks. I just want to shout out to Joseph and thank you for this amazing gift. And so yeah, that's pretty much all of it. Wait, I think there's something else in here. In case you didn't know, that was a pocket pussy. That was given to me by one of my buddies from work, just because we always made jokes about pocket pussies. And when he asked like what I needed for the new apartment, you know, that was the joke that came out, and I didn't think anything of it. And of course, he's the kind of guy to go full send with that kind of joke. And what's funny is, I think that was like the second smallest pocket pussy they had. He said like the bigger ones were gonna cost money, and he didn't want to spend that much money. So I guess it was a win-win. Anyways, here's the real reason that I made this video. See if you remember from the beginning, I had this that I saved. Let me show you. Before I knew I wanted to move to Ohio, I decided to take a chance and go here on the weekend. And while I was out exploring, I ran into a girl here, and she must have been bored out of her mind, because she reached out to me and talked to me for like 30 minutes at her job. But she was cool, and I asked her if she had any recommendations while I was here. She gave me these 4 things. I told her that I was here just to visit, and I wanted to explore some of the breweries here, and also just some local stuff. So the top 2 are breweries that she really enjoys. I think she said that she worked on one of them, can't remember which. And the bottom 2 are just things that would be really good for photos. So I figured I'd make this video to kind of just honor that I would come back to these things, because I didn't have enough time when I first got here the first weekend. So come with me to some of these things, and maybe you'll get something out of it too. All right, so for the first one on the list, it's gonna be Nocterra Brewery, and it's pretty close to me, so I think I'm gonna bike there, and I can take you on this journey with me. I just want to let you guys know that I have never biked in a city, so this is gonna be fun for both of us. So. Want to see me run up that mountain back?
You want to see me do it again?
On my way to the brewery, I checked out the local park it's next to. It has some cool routes for running and biking, and it's swimming with nature. No pun intended. But the coolest thing I think about this park is the local climbing area located right next to the brewery. So through Serendipity, I got to talk to Mike and Will.
Will made it.
And Will was cool enough to let me use his equipment and try a route.
Feeling like a ballerina, feeling gangster every time I see ya.
After that poor attempt of a climb, hey, look, it's not a wall, all right? Those skills don't transfer over. I said thanks again to Mike and Will,
Made it.
and told them if they want, I get their first round since I was heading there after this. So naturally, while I was there, I got a flight so I could taste a little bit of everything. I won't lie, the beers that I selected weren't my favorites, but the scenery was cool. And if anything else, the food there was amazing. So definitely would recommend. Alright, heading home now. And I just finished a flight. So hopefully I don't get a DUI on the way there. Alright, guys, it is currently Sunday. And today we're going to go to the art museum. And I did it specifically today because it's free on Sundays and I'm a cheap bastard. So, let's go. You're supposed to stop. It's a stop sign, dude. I know art is subjective, but like, what is that supposed to be? It's like a bunch of seaweeds. Alright, so what did I learn while I was at the art museum? I learned that this guy probably has cancer. George Washington used to be black. And I finally found where the clitoris is. I think. It's right here, right? But on a more serious note, I think it's cool how subjective art can be. A lot of it I didn't understand, but the things that spoke to me were things I had interest in, like all the photography shots and the composition used in them. To others, maybe it's just a photo, but I don't know. I was able to see the intent behind it. I had a lot of fun going here and just making bits for this video, and here's just a montage of it all.
Friend, she a real bad bitch.
Who's that Pokemon?
High heels on my tippies. Dough say ain't Gabbana, that's on my titties.
So a couple of things. I didn't get a chance to go to the other two places because going to a different brewery wouldn't be entertaining for you guys. And this video is already getting long enough as it is. And at the time when I was making this video, I didn't have my car to visit the conservatory, but I do got some pictures from the first time that I visited. The theme of this video for me is serendipity, both in moving here and the experiences I had in Tennessee. Throughout all the people I've met in Tennessee, I've never regretted my time there. Ideally, I was supposed to give myself a year and then figure out my next path, but those strings attached to my friends and family are hard to break. So what was supposed to take a year took a couple, but serendipity brought me to those experiences there and the jobs and the memories and the people that I made. And it was serendipity that brings me here. Those 2 days that I took to visit Ohio were brief, but sometimes you go on your gut instincts about things, and that's something I'm trying to practice a little better each day. So if you take away anything from this video, when you get those random pockets of moments out of your routine, follow them and see where they take you.